Stewart. I'm sorry I'm a bit late this morning. I just had some trouble connecting to the internet, but I'm here now. So we've had a busy week this week. First of all, to welcome our new members, and hopefully you should be being welcomed and seeing the welcome film. We have had some progress this week. We had a big article in the Daily Mail, which was great because there was lots of information in there that would obviously help women to make choices and open their eyes to the fact that they can actually get better at this particular phase in their lives. So I was really pleased about that. And also, following the poll where I was asking you about how you'd like to learn, I actually put together the first little booklet, which is on nutritional assessment, so that you can actually go through the process of assessing yourself to see whether you've got low levels of important nutrients. And that's the very first thing to do, really, bearing in mind that the research that we've done over the years shows that very often women have got low levels of important nutrients. And then when that happens, that affects the brain chemistry and the hormone function, so that it's very difficult for you to manage. It's a bit like if you equate yourself to an engine that has 4 cylinders and then you end up firing on 1 or 2. It makes life very difficult, and you end up going into what I call economy mode, where you just do the bare necessities like breathing and existing. But things like sense of humour and energy and even libido become commodities that you just can't reach. So this is all about refuel. It's about helping you to fill up again and get your nutrients into an optimum range, and also teaching you how to consume naturally occurring estrogen and to do various adjustments to your lifestyle that will help to control the symptoms, whether they're hot flushes and night sweats, or panic attacks and palpitations, or aches and pains, or dried up places that need lubricating again. We're trying to address all of those things. So it's quite a challenge to, and this is, as I've said, practically in every film, this is a really big learning curve for me, because I'm used to dealing with patients on a one-to-one, and then obviously I can give all my attention and I've got lots of time and I can kind of get under the patient's skin, so I can really understand what's going on in their lives and obviously their diet and everything, so that I can make recommendations. And then what happens is the research shows it takes 5 months to overcome the symptoms completely, so that women can go on a maintenance plan for the long term. So I'm thinking about this, and obviously I'm thinking a lot about this at the moment because of all of you asking questions and exchanging information with each other. And what occurs to me is that I set this group up to, I suppose, impart my wisdom that I gained over the last 25 or more years, so that women can overcome their symptoms, because that's been my focus, helping women to get symptom-free and then remain healthy in the long term. So I can see that a lot of people would like a magic pill. They'd like something that would just take the symptoms away, and that's probably a call too far. That's not realistic. There are supplements, as some of you are finding, like multivitamins and minerals, that will help to boost your nutrient levels if you've got low levels of nutrients, and that makes you feel a bit better. But it doesn't really address the hot flushes, and it doesn't address the aches and pains, it doesn't address necessarily the memory loss. It might a little, if you've had a foggy head because you've got low levels of nutrients. But in the long term, you've got to learn to meet your needs. And so this is really a journey. And so instead of me wanting you to swap information with each other, which you can do on any other site that supports women going through the menopause, what this place is about, this community is about, is taking on board the information that science shows works. Because why would you run around and chase your tail and try this, that and the other and waste even more money when it is likely not to help? Wouldn't you rather just go for what science shows works, and either change your diet in that way, or do your exercise and relaxation in that way, or take the supplements that have been shown to work and shown to be safe and are standardized, don't have any adverse effects, and so on. So that's what this is about. So For those of you that want to come on the journey with me, we're going to be setting up, we are in the process of setting up, we will be launching, hopefully in the not too distant future, a membership site where people can come and go on that journey with me. Because I just feel, I know from my patients and over so many years that they have tried what they call everything, but obviously not everything, because they try things one by one and they do things in isolation. And sometimes things work for a while as you're going through perimenopause and menopause, but then your hormone situation changes and it doesn't go on working. So this is a multi-pronged attack. This is a multi-pronged approach that you need to address everything that's going on in your body, whether it's your nutrient levels, your hormones, anything to do with this life stage, so that you can actually get yourself into the best possible place. And it takes a bit of work. Even with my patients, when I work with them for 5 months, every single month I'm changing things for them and tweaking the program so it works better. And some things work for some people and some things don't. And we need to find all the tools, we need to dig deep into the tool bag so that we can find the things that really help each individual. So I want to try and impart that information to you as a group. But obviously I can't do that unless you're focused on coming on the journey. If you just want to try something like a pot of pills, that's fine and it may help you. But I'm not promising that that's going to be the solution. And I just really want to level with you so that you know that. This is a completely different journey to anything you've ever been on before or anything I've ever taken women on this scale. I've done it before with a group of 350 women, but I'm happy to expand and I'm happy to learn and happy to have feedback so I can refine it. So we've got lots of things going on in the back room. In the meantime, I will come back to you in a couple of days and tell you when the membership site is going to be launched. But in the meantime, you can download the booklet and you can assess your nutrient levels. So you can do that, and I'll give you the link again after this film so that you can go to do that. And you should start by doing a nutritional assessment. It's getting to learn to meet your body's needs, getting to understand what I call body speak, because there are lots of physical signs on your face, on your skin, hair, nails. The body's really good at communicating to us, but it doesn't tell us what those things mean, and we're not educated anywhere in our lives about what happens if you've got red patches at the side of your nose, or you've got cracking at the side of your lips, or pimples on your upper arms or thighs. What does all that mean? It actually really does mean something. It's talking about specific nutritional deficiencies. So that's the first place. It's completely free. You can just go and download it and get the information whilst you're waiting for the rest. There's also the book and the film, which contains all the information about the program. I talk in great detail on the film about every single aspect of the program, and obviously in the book as well. We are trying to get hard copies printed at the moment. We're going through that process. It's not as simple as I thought in the beginning, because you have to not just select your publisher that doesn't charge an absolute fortune, but we also have to go through proofing stages and all sorts. So it's not likely that that's going to be available for the next, probably, I'd say 2 or 3 weeks at least. And in the meantime, you can on your iPad or your Kindle, and when the hard copy comes, you can just upgrade. There won't be, all we will be charging is the cost of the printing and the postage, so there won't be any more to pay than that. But at least you can then, once you've got the book and the film, you get invited into another group, which is Menopause the Natural Way, and then I am offering more help to people in there because they've got the information, and then I can answer questions constructively for them once they've got the information, so that they can actually implement it into their regime and help them to choose which supplements may be most appropriate, which diet changes they should make to their diet, and what they should do to get themselves in good shape. So that's going very well at the moment, and you're welcome to come and join that too once you've got the book and the film. So there's lots going on, and I will be back to tell you more about how you can get some more help. But in the meantime, at least you've got the nutrition assessment that you can get on with, and hopefully you'll enjoy that. Do give me some feedback and let me know if you've got more questions. For those of you who haven't been to a workshop, there's another workshop tomorrow evening, UK time, 8 o'clock. And I think we've posted information about that, but we'll be posting it again. If you haven't reserved your place, come to that. It's a 90-minute workshop, and the first half an hour I will be telling you more about what's going on in your body, what underlies your symptoms, how you can correct that, lots of tips, and then I will be answering your questions for about an hour. So you can send your questions in, and you can ask some more questions during the call as well. So I really look forward to helping you on your journey in whatever way I can, and hopefully I'll either see you at the workshop or be back in a couple of days to tell you more about the membership site. And in the meantime, enjoy the booklet and also the book and the film if you've got it. Bye for now.